Masiwa kashanda kare asiya pazororeke. Kana vachiyangwa vachiri kushanda handizororeine. Imagine chamisa chaiye ari kutotsvaga basa. Kana mkoma wedu Boris yakatozofira pabasa. Makore anofamba, only yesterday ndakanga ndiri kamba. Vachingondi chamba.
Welcome to an episode of Gin and Ju. Unfortunately, for the first time ever, we have no gin or Ju.
We have made a gin.
We're in the company of Mr. Charles Glass today, and he's being very hospitable.
I am grateful that we have Glass, not Clark Kent. So, I mean, on comparison.
Do you think you should explain?
That
do they know what Clark Kent is?
Please explain, because even I don't. I'm just like, what?
You don't.
What's a Clark Kent?
Do you know who Clark Kent is?
Yes, Superman.
So.
It doesn't sound the same anymore.
I'm sorry, I don't know. No, y'all made it sound bougie. I mean Clark Kent.
It is bougie. My name is Comrade Rasta, and that's the only name you ever hear from me. You never, ever know who the fuck I am. You know, I'm like Batman.
And why should you?
Why should they know who I am? What's important is my brilliant ideas and my opinions and everything.
You're a very humble man, by the way, comrade.
Oh, I thank you. I've always known it, huh?
Indeed, yeah. You've always been a man of humble disposition.
And he's known me for a long time, huh?
Yeah.
So you can say that.
Yeah.
And mean it.
Does he mean it?
Yeah. We are going to assume, for the purposes of this podcast, that everything is understood. Everything is as clear as Clark Kent. Yeah. So everything is clear. So we do have a guest in the studio, though.
Yes.
We will introduce the guest as Cupid because it is her performance name. And also, just in case the contents of this episode. My name is Valentine Wrights, so we have Comrade Rasta, Cupid, and Valentine Wrights. These are the only personalities that this episode are going to talk about. So if there are significant others that think that they know someone on this episode, we don't know you. Thank you for joining us, Cupid.
Thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Happy.
Being the only female in the house, representing, y'all.
Representing.
Sitting next to Comrade Rasta.
Yeah.
It must be put out there.
Hey, so let us be clear that we are not recording it anyway that looks like a red table with all of the bright lights and the high production value. But we are here and our opinions matter. Because I think yeah, Gin and Ju opinions matter. Yes, Comrade Rust, you have an opinion about that red table.
It's a damn shame.
Should we start with a recap just in case people don't know what happened?
I think you should put things in context. Huh?
Okay, so what happens is before the red table talk happened, we considered doing a podcast on the August Alsina allegations. The August Alsina allegations are this. That August Alsina went to Will Smith and asked for permission to clap them cheeks. August Alsina allegedly received Will Smith's blessing to go ahead and have an entanglement with Jada Pinkett Smith. However, the red table talk has come and it has, in quotes, cleared the air. And Jada Pinkett Smith, when asked by her husband what happened, stated that Will and Jada were separated. Important bit of context.
But still married.
Still married, but they were separated. Secondly, August Alsina was coming into the house as Jaden's friend who was going through a very difficult time, and they were helping him. And they, in her words, dedicated all resources. Yeah, they were committed. She's dedicating all resources to helping this young man. Now, as far as Will was concerned, this man was being brought into the house.
This child.
He's legal.
He was 22 years old.
And who's friend?
Very legal.
And who's friend?
He was their child, but he was 22 years old.
Oh, okay.
But
Which is of legal age.
Okay.
And now, once this person came here, Will asked Jada what happened then. Jada's response: an entanglement happened between Jada and August. Will clarifies that no, it's not just an entanglement. It is a relationship. Now, by implication, this is what happened. Jada and August broke up on Jada's insistence. August, feeling salty and slighted, put this stuff out in public. It was never supposed to be out in public, but put it out in public. It happened years ago. Will and Jada spoke about this. And now Will and Jada are back together and they are in a bad marriage for life. Comrade Rasta, you are laughing. What are you laughing at?
I don't even know. Dude, you're Will fucking Smith, but and you're being cucked. And you just take it, dude. You actually go on some platform where the whole world can see your wife acknowledging that she's been fucking around.
But that does not mean that he was also doing things on the side.
Let's not make unsubstantiated allegations here. The guy
Because
is
for him to be okay with such cuck like he said, it means there's also something behind his back.
All right, so
he's trying to cover.
let's get this straight. Two things. What do you object to? The fact that someone was with Will's wife, or the fact that it's public, she admitted it, and now everyone knows that this is what happened.
But guys, did you see the photos of August Alsina? That young chap is packing.
Personally,
How do you accept
pause.
another man impaling your wife like that?
Pause.
Listen, if he was a regular nigga, I would be like, no, it's fine, it's okay.
But it's August.
But it's the impaler, guys. Jesus Christ, did you see the photo, bro?
I've seen the photo.
You've seen the photo?
I hate to admit that I saw the photo, but yes, I saw the photo.
Your opinions, dude.
I don't want to have an opinion. Let's put it like this. I feel like it is violating for me to have an opinion on that matter.
Why?
I just
Unless you're packing like that.
But he actually has
I don't feel
making other people's children cry.
Will Smith.
No,
Nigga,
we're
face
talking
the
about
lawsuit,
August,
man.
yeah.
Okay, no. August is apparently
Gifted.
an outlier.
Oh, that's one way to put it.
He's apparently an outlier. Okay, but here's the thing: we don't know Will. We don't know Will. Let's just put it out there. We don't know Will.
But we know August, Chief. We know August.
Okay, so I had a discussion with a family member, and the family member said, "I can see you doing what Will Smith did."
Ouch.
And
Ouch.
I can't disagree with it.
Ouch. Ouch.
Okay, can
This
I ask?
is why we're having this podcast. Because we need people with diverse opinions.
Yeah.
This is why we are having this podcast.
Okay. I don't know
Okay,
if
are we
you've been
just
to my
focusing on Will?
No,
in general.
anything. Yeah.
Now, if you follow my Twitter handle or my Twitter @ComradeRasta, you would know that I'm a civil libertarian. It means I am a person who advances for freedom of choice, whether in political arena or social arena. You should be able to live your best life.
Yes.
Right. So if he decides that he wants to stay with his wife after knowing that he's been cucked, it's fine. It's okay. It's his choice and it's his life. But we must acknowledge him as such.
But you disagree.
He is a fucking cuck.
No, let us look at this word cuck that you're using. Let us be clear. You don't use this as a positive term to describe him.
It doesn't have to be, but it's free to be a cuck.
No, I feel like a lot of people have been hiding away. I agree with you, civil libertarianism. But I think one of the problems that comes now is this idea that we are now saying we can't have opinions because people can do what they want. These people went and did a whole interview on Facebook. We are allowed to make value judgments on whether that was a good thing, a bad thing, something that we would do. So for me, I'll tell you right now, straight up, I think it was very difficult for Will to do what he did.
True. To get a man to his tears like that.
That picture. That screenshot.
The whole interview, he was breaking, and you could tell that words couldn't come out.
But wait, this guy is known for a while. From the interview, he is known for a while.
I want to.
If he's hurt now, it was okay a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I don't know when this broke out.
Yeah.
If he's hurt now, he's only hurt that we finally know that he's a fucking cuck.
Well, we don't know if he was hurt. Maybe it was just him being mature and not wanting to speak out of emotions at that time.
No, that's not my point. My point is, he is known probably for years because they discussed it, right? Yeah. And I'm sure by now they were now hugging and kissing in that Smith household.
They were.
Or more.
or more.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah.
So,
the thing that hurt him the most is the fact that we now know he is a fucking cuck.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think both things hurt him. If you listen to that interview, he admitted to being hurt the first time he found out.
Yeah.
I think both things hurt. The fact that this happened and the fact that we know. Personally, I don't want to lie. I think the fact that it's public would hurt me a lot more than the fact that it happened.
Jesus Christ.
Which is why that August thing.
Jesus.
He's
which is why what August did.
Family man. So I understand why.
So let's double back. Let's ask this question. If this happened, if you, Cupid, were married and your spouse had a relationship with someone and they asked for forgiveness, would you take them back?
Now I'm going to say something.
With the whole August issue.
No.
Bring a kid into my house.
Okay, so
my house.
Oh, so there are layers to this.
Yeah,
right?
there are.
So there are layers to this.
So break them down.
So there are a couple layers to this.
Yeah.
There's the fact that these people are celebrities. There's the fact that these people were separated. There's the fact that this.
So they say now.
Okay.
Probably to save face.
There's the fact that August was brought in by their child.
Yeah.
There's the fact that we now know. There's the fact that, and Comrade Rasta is right, there are things that were being told and there are things that could have happened behind the scenes. I'm asking a simple question, one layer. On one layer is the only part that I'm asking.
The infidelity.
If you have, no, not even infidelity. Okay, so let's call it infidelity, but let's do thought experiment.
Okay.
You are separated from your wife but not divorced. You are separated from your spouse but not divorced. Let's make it gender neutral so that each opinion happens.
Yeah.
Now, Chief, the genders are very much relevant in this issue, Chief.
No,
that is exactly what I wanted to show.
Because if it was a man doing it to a woman, it would be...
Would you be okay with it?
I'm ready to defend this position.
Because
it's okay.
Okay, so let's hear Cupid first. Okay. And then Comrade Rasta is going to tell us why you defend. So if you have a spouse and you're separated and your spouse has an affair, a long, elongated affair, Jesus Christ, pun unintended, with someone, and then they come and then they ask you for forgiveness and they want you to be back together again.
Did she?
Okay, let's say.
Well, they got back together.
Let's say they want to.
Maybe we'll apologize.
They want to get. Yo, you need to get off Will's case. And then they asked to be back together. If your spouse did that, would you see yourself taking them back?
I wouldn't know, actually.
That's a fair point.
I'm
That's fair.
trying to put myself in Will's feet, but
You
I can't.
can't.
I
Okay,
can't.
No, you cannot.
So here's what I say.
Because there's a lot at stake here.
I'm gonna speak.
We agreed that after she gives.
Okay, so
There's a lot at stake.
What's at
There's
stake?
my mentally disturbed child that I also need to support, because imagine, okay, I say I'm not taking back your father because ABC, but
your guys are running away. Your guys are putting way too much on this. Because for me,
okay, we're just looking at the 2 points:
we are looking at the fact
infidelity
of
and the separation.
Yes, infidelity while separated. That is the only
Okay,
part.
I think during separation, you're free to use your words. You're liberal to do whatever you want, because we're separated.
Are you divorced?
I have no obligation.
Are those the vows you give on the wedding day?
So what is
Should
separation?
we separate? I'm allowed to fuck around.
So
Okay,
what?
but
Baila.
on your wait,
So what is separation?
on your vows, did you talk about separation? You didn't. So this is a whole other situation that has entered
No,
the
you're
marriage.
still
So
married.
you have
You are
to.
still married and you are
True.
busy being impaired.
Okay.
Entangled. To
Entangled.
correct you.
Comrade Rasta, I'll give you the floor.
Entangled.
You see, first thing I'm going to give the unpopular, opinion, which is very true. Cheating for a man and cheating for a woman are two different things.
Why?
Because a man inseminates and a woman is inseminated.
That is a terrible
That is
reason
just
for why.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
It's like
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
I don't know whether.
It is part of the process.
Rawness.
Let us accept what is happening here. We just send someone to find more alcoholic beverages so that the podcast can continue. Now that the alcoholic beverages have arrived, Comrade Rust, you may continue.
Continue with your point.
As I take a sip from Charles glass. Anyway, I was saying.
Yeah.
Why I say it's different. A woman gets inseminated, a man inseminates. Now, what could be the consequence of a woman's infidelity? She can bring another child into your home, which is not yours.
And a man can't?
The child stays there.
Inseminating.
The child stays there with the mother.
Well, in Africa, it comes kudzinza. So still it's going
But not in your house.
That's what you
Not
think.
in your house.
That's what you
Listen,
think.
if I'm to have a small, you all know what a small house is here, right?
Yes, yeah.
I inseminate another woman out there and I've got a wife. Right? That child and that other family will stay there. While my children with this woman or my wife, we stay together. You don't see the interaction that's there. Whereas if your wife brings another man's seed into your house, you will have to stare at that bastard motherfucker. So every single day before you go to work.
So I think, interesting enough, now that you say, I don't think I've valued children that much.
Jesus.
Maybe that's my problem. Like, because for me,
So wait,
the act of sex.
The context in which you say this is very worrying.
What? The reason why I say that is.
So, situation is you are now married, Valentine,
Yes.
and some men or me.
You had to.
So that the point hits home. I fuck your wife.
Yes.
After I fuck your wife, she gets pregnant.
Yes.
And she brings a kid into your home, bro.
Yes.
You're okay with it because you're not really.
Okay, so let's separate this. To me, if a man sleeps with a woman and a woman sleeps with a man, those things
Are the
equal.
same. Thank you.
Children coming into the picture is a separate issue.
Same.
And it is distinct from sex. The reason being, sex can happen without children. In fact, in the vast majority of cases, it happens without children.
Like in this case,
even
it
with
happened
insemination,
without
people take
children.
morning after pills.
Okay.
But so as far as I'm concerned, which is why I'm saying maybe I don't value children as much as you do, because for me, the act of sex does not necessarily mean the act of procreation and conception. So for me, to me, the act of sex is the act of sex, and that to me is pretty much the same on the male and female part. So that's why to me I don't get this concept of gender. Okay, so let's put it like this. A family member said they can see me doing it, and let me tell you why. I can see myself in the whole world situation doing exactly what he did. We are separated, she has an affair, and I forgive her. I'm not saying that I will definitely forgive her. I'm saying that if things that I want to happen exist, I can see myself forgiving her. So for me, the thing about that podcast, that episode that I hated was that she didn't look remorseful at all. She didn't acknowledge that she was.
You are a fucking cuck, bruh.
She wasn't apologetic about it.
Because they were separated.
No! So, I feel like she did wrong. Okay, so you're saying she did nothing wrong?
I'm not saying that.
I'm saying she did something wrong and she must acknowledge that.
My guy, your ancestors are with me right now.
Okay, so
if they're listening,
okay, let me tell you how I arrived at this position.
Okay.
This is going to be me exposing myself, but I dated a girl for a while. And when I dated her, we were in the same vicinity. And then what happened is that I was going to leave the place where she was at. And I wasn't ready for long distance, and I knew that I wanted to go and have another entanglement with someone if we're not in the same city. So the long distance was something where I knew that if we go that route, some things were possible that they could happen. And then I told this girl that I was dating, like, yo, we're going to separate for a while. And when we separate for a while, I'm not sure what it's going to be. And right now I feel like I want us to break up so that I don't cheat on you. Now what this girl said, she said, I see where you're coming from, but I think that you should value this relationship enough for us to think about our relationship and maybe continue to be together. Right?
Okay.
I interpreted that as, but I would understand if you go and cheat.
If you cheated, yeah.
That's how I interpreted it. So we separated.
Did you have children with
And
this
then
woman?
I went.
Were they married?
Did you have children with this
No,
woman?
wait. Let's go. Let's proceed. And then I went, and then I got entangled with someone. And then this person asked me, and I admitted I got entangled with someone. And then this person was hurt. Mm-hmm. So a couple of things happened in that scenario. The first thing is I acknowledged that I was wrong and I hurt this person. First. Secondly, I acknowledged that separation and all of these things doesn't necessarily mean someone won't be hurt, even if you have had these discussions. Thirdly, importantly, I thought to myself, and this is the discussion that me and this girl had, if I can feel attracted to someone while we are in different cities, why can't a woman do the same? Which then brought us to one of the things that we discussed after that was whether we wanted to be in a monogamous or an open relationship. So, at the point at which that discussion happened, what that means is I wasn't driven by I want to see my wife or my girlfriend sleep with other people.
Don't put the word wife there.
Okay, I did. Okay, so we'll have that discussion as well. I was not driven by I want to see my person sleeping with other people. I was driven by I have attraction to other people. I'm seeing other people and becoming aroused, and I feel like I want to act on this. So if that's the case, what are we going to do about it? What the producer just said is we're going to close it now. because we're going to actually discuss whether this wife and girlfriend thing matters. So in the next episode of Gin and Jew, the fact that she was my girlfriend versus the fact that Jada was Will's wife.
Mombe.
Does it matter? So let's close this episode here, and in the next episode we'll pick it up.
Imagine chamisa chaiye ari kutochoka basa kana mkoma wedu borisi yakatozofira papasa makore yano kamba only yesterday ndakanga ndiri kamba vachingondi chamba ndichizama zvinhu zvisingambofamba.